Thoubal District Police Commandos arrest man with 2 kg brown sugar at Moijing Wangmataba area in Thoubal District. All Manipur Health Services Doctors Association suspends proposed 2-day OPD closure strike temporarily after government assurance. Severe hailstorm hits several places in Assam's Dibrugarh, damaged over 200 houses. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's brother Prahlad Modi and family members injured in car accident near Mysore. And death toll rises after blizzard of the century blankets the United States. Officials in hard-hit New York State area says situation remains dangerous as crews work to rescue people, clear roads. Kurumjay, good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on IS News, and this is Victoria RAJKUMARI. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be taking you through the day's latest updates from across the state and the world. Now to top stories. A team of Thoubal District Police Commando arrested a person along with 2 kg brown sugar at Moijing Wangmataba area in Thoubal District today. The arrested has been identified as Saijabam Amar Ahmed, aged 24 years, son of Mohammed Saifuddin of Moijing Wangmataba, Konjan Laikai. Acting on a tip-off, the team led by Additional SP Operations at Thoubal, O. Vaikomba and OC Commando Thoubal, Inspector K. Nitharanjan arrested Amar Ahmed along with the contraband drugs, weighing around 2 kilograms during a search operation at the area around 5:30 a.m. according to a police report. Upon interrogation, it was revealed that Amar Ahmed is a part of a drug manufacturing and trafficking racket in which raw opium is procured from Churachandpur district, processed into brown sugar, and then delivered to dealers in Assam. The arrested along with the seized items has been handed over to Thoubal police station for necessary action. A case has also been registered and investigations are underway. All Manipur Health Services Doctors Association, in short AMHSDA, has suspended its proposed 2-day OPD closure strike temporarily after the assurance of the state government. The decision was taken after the AMHSDA held a meeting with the delegation of the Manipur government comprising the Health Minister, Additional Chief Secretary, Health and Family Welfare Services and Director Health Services. Quote-unquote, to work out a logical and amicable resolution, discussion point by point, and after mutual understanding and assurances, the government representatives agreed and assured to prepare and put up in the December 2022 cabinet meeting at the earliest before month end. On common understanding and address, the 2 days OPD services shut down with effect from 27 December 2022, that is today, followed by indefinitely, will remain suspended temporarily until further notification, Dr. Loli P. Mao, General Secretary, AMHSDA, said in official statement. On December 26, the organization had called for a 2-day closure of OPD services starting December 27th, followed by indefinite closure over various demands pertaining to skill promotion and extension of superannuation of age to 65 years. The decision to close health services, including OPDs, was made following a joint meeting of AMHSDA executives, CMOs, and their doctors and nurses in Bishnupur and Thoubal. According to an AMHSDA statement, they are simply demanding their basic and fundamental rights for time-bound skill promotion, superannuation age extension to 65 years, NPA fixation with effect from January 1, 2016 as per the 7th CPC, and the amendment to the outdated Manipur Health Services Rules 1982. It stated that in response to a request from the government, they had reduced the charter of demands to only 4. However, for nearly 2 years, the government has ignored the demands as alleged by the association. A severe hailstorm hit several places in Assam's Dibrugarh today, damaging over 200 houses across the district. The hailstorm hit Dibrugarh's Tingkong, Naharkatia, Morang and other areas late yesterday night and today morning. However, there has been no report of any casualty. Meanwhile, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that he has ordered a detailed assessment of the damage caused by the hailstorm and assures that the state government will extend all help to those affected. The Weather Department has predicted light to moderate rainfall at isolated places in Assam today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's brother Prahlad Modi and family members sustained injuries when the car in which they were travelling met with an accident near Mysuru, police said on Tuesday. According to sources, other than the driver, Prahlad, his son, daughter-in-law and a child were in the car. They are said to have suffered some injuries and have been shifted to JSS Hospital for treatment. As per the police, the injuries are said to be minor in nature. The incident happened near Kadakola around 1:30 p.m. when their car on their way to Bandipur is said to have hit the road divider, according to a media report. Mysuru Superintendent of Police Seema Latkar has visited the spot and the hospital, sources said. The death toll from a devastating winter blizzard that left much of the United States in a deep freeze has risen to at least 50 in a hard-hit region of western New York State as tens of thousands remains without power, as per a media report. In New York State, authorities have described ferocious conditions, particularly in Buffalo, with hours-long whiteouts, bodies being discovered in vehicles and under snowbanks, and emergency personnel going car to car searching for more motorists, alive or dead. Storm-related deaths were reported all over the country. United States President Joe Biden issued a federal emergency declaration for the state of New York, authorizing government assistance to bolster state and local recovery efforts. The National Weather Service forecasts up to 14 or more inches in addition to the several feet that have already left the city buried in snow, with officials struggling to get emergency services back online. The perfect storm of fierce snow squalls, howling wind and sub-zero temperatures forced the cancellation of more than 15,000 U.S. flights in recent days, including at least 2,600 until yesterday. The extreme weather sent temperatures to below freezing in all 48 contiguous United States over the weekend, including in Texas communities along the Mexico border, where some newly arriving migrants have struggled to find shelter. Hundreds of National Guard troops assisted local first responders and state police as crews rescued people trapped in homes and cars, conducted health checks, and delivered food and basic needs. Manipur in the last 24 hours witnessed 0 coronavirus cases. There were no active cases in the state. The state tally stands at 1,39,920. There were no fatalities due to COVID-19 in the same hours, as per the latest updates from the state COVID-19 Command Control Room. The recovery rate stands at 98.46%, while the death toll remains at 2,149. Meanwhile, in view of the threat posed by the Omicron COVID-19 variant, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare had advised people to wear a proper mask, maintain social distancing at public places, and take both doses of COVID vaccines to ward off the virus. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases in India are increasing within slight margin. India reported 156 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infections took the country's total caseload to over 4.46 crore, while active coronavirus caseload has slipped down to 3,421, which accounts for 0.01% of the total cases. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll stands at 5,30,693, with one new death reported in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,41,43,342, with 163 recoveries in the last 24 hours. The country's recovery rate stands at 98.8%. Over 220.06 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top three states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the Northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 66 crore 15 lakh, while more than 66 lakh 85,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 63 crore 41 lakh. Globally, United States of America, USA, has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. A mock exercise on flood rescue operations was conducted at Athokpam Haikreng Makong in Thoubal today by the 12th NDRF in coordination with District Administration Thoubal. SP Thoubal H. Jogesh Chandra, DC P.H. Manglemba and SDC Prakash, along with personnel of NDRF, State Police, Manipur Fire Service, staffs of Thoubal District Administration and Medical Department and local volunteers witnessed the program. The team demonstrated life-saving skills, first aid procedures, water rescue techniques and improvised rescue methods during the event. Around 100 people took part in the exercise. Many government and private hospitals in different parts of the country conducted mock drills to check the preparedness of health facilities to deal with any spurt in COVID-19 cases. The mock drills focus on parameters such as the availability of health facilities in all districts, the capacity of isolation beds, oxygen-supported beds, ICU beds, and ventilator-supported beds, and optimal availability of doctors, nurses, paramedics, Ayush doctors and other frontline workers, including ASHA and Angawati workers. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia personally visited the Safdarjung Hospital in New Delhi along with senior doctors and officials to review the mock drill being undertaken for ensuring the readiness of hospital infrastructure for COVID management. He said the government as well as private hospitals were undertaking mock drills with state health ministers themselves reviewing the drills in their respective states. The minister also cautioned against complacency and urged everyone to follow COVID-appropriate behavior. He underlined the need to remain alert, refrain from sharing unverified information, and ensure a high level of preparedness. Mock drills were conducted in hospitals across multiple cities, including Noida, Ahmedabad, Varanasi, Dehradun, Guwahati, Hyderabad, Chennai, and Manipur, among other parts of the country. Meanwhile, decrying the transfer of medical officer in charge of Palel Primary Health Center, PAC Women Folk of Palel staged a sit-in at Palel today. It was organized by Palel Apunba Mairapai Bilub, Palel. Taking part in the protest, Secretary of Palel Apunba Mairapai Bilub, Y. Anita, condemned the recent transfer issued by Chief Medical Officer Kakching, Dr. Thongdem Rajan, dated December 23rd, for transfer of Medical Officer in charge of Palel PAC, Dr. Khagembam Gopeshwar, to Kakching Community Health Center. Anita said that Palel PAC is the major healthcare center in Palel area, serving people of different communities, including those from the hills. She urged the authorities concerned to revoke their decision considering the plights facing the people of the area at the earliest. She further warned that the people of Palel will intensify their agitation if the demands were left ignored. Protesters also displayed various and chanted various slogans during the sit-in.
Primary Health Center da MO insa soina thaupu biramba Dr. Gopesor go Palen dagi transfer thabiba Palen Parzana yabusu ngamoy Gopesor na Palen Parzag da Dr. da labor matamda mana Palen Parzag da hospital ni da makta sa khonthang da yamna kumang sakson na kan na hona biramni apoy ba da laibasi.
Composite Regional Center for Skill Development, Rehabilitation and Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, in short CRCSRE Imphal, celebrated its first Foundation Day today. The center is run under Swami Vivekanand National Institute of Rehabilitation Training and Research, Cuttack. Speaking at the event held at Government Blind School, Takyalpat, Social Welfare Director Dr. N.G. Uttam said that even though the center under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has completed 1 year, public are not yet fully aware of the benefits given by the center. He highlighted the benefits provided by the centers at Manipur, Guwahati, Assam and Meghalaya, especially to the differently able persons. He also mentioned that arrangements have been made to open a branch of the center in Imphal city. He also sought assistance of the rehabilitation centers under Din Dayal Disabled Rehabilitation Scheme in ensuring that the benefits reach the public. Joint Director of Social Welfare Department, Banti Kanthozam, and Deputy Director, Daneshwar, were among those present at the event.
Project temporary campus the CRC artificial limbs have the combs have the could have the facility later. See Manipur Miang Kandri. Aduna, so I know home could hapagi Kaidogi as a CRC now outreach program. Mother smartphone, Piriba, smart can Piriba, hearing LC. So, say, we are going to elected ki site ki ni khangde amagi site ki ni khangde CRC na su fee CRC na su masagi si service me am se fee hai si khangda ba me am lai di aduna department ga channi nari gai di koi ni
DIG of CRPF Langjing PK Nayak along with team today visited Old Age Home Daycare Center at Langjing, Achoba and distributed edible items to the elderly inmates of the home on the occasion of Christmas festival. Secretary General, Old Age Home, Kanthozam Gita, expressed gratitude to the DIG for visiting the home and interacting with the inmates. She also thanked Advisor T.M. Rajan Ayangba, President Dr. Mayengwam Kamla, Member Salam Ongbi Vajani and Lai Surjit, who accompanied the DIG during the visit. And on and on, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching IS News.
Electric laktabana maram oiduna asabi ising phanglar haibi nungsa thiningai leitraba. Thompson Solar Water Heater. Contact number 9862669522. Aikhoigi address Hairangboidong Nithamja Karong, Imphal West.
Welcome back. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on IS News. Proceeding with other news. Old Jiribam Cricket Association, in short AJCA, has been renamed as Jiribam District Cricket Association, that is JDCA. Advisor of the association, RAJKUMARI, announced the same during a press meet at Dreamland Hotel in Kalinagar, Jiribam. He further informed that the Jiri Cricket League will commence from January 15, 2023. Stating that Jiribam district is lagging behind in development as compared to other districts, he drew the attention of Manipur Cricket Association to extend necessary support in boosting cricket in the state. President of Jiribam Olympic Association, A.L. Ranjit, JDCA President N. Budhachandra, and executive members of the association took part in the press meet.
Manakta Ladiba, Jiribam Higher Secondary School, Sanabungse, Masagi, Masigi Makomsida, football su, badminton su, volleyball su, discipline of Sanabasina Maramoraga, ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯦꯠꯁꯦ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯥꯃꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯦ ꯏꯐꯪ ꯐꯪꯂꯛꯇꯕ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯣꯔꯠꯁꯤꯡꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯆꯨꯞꯄ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯦꯠꯇꯤ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯀꯪꯕ ꯊꯥ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯖꯨ ꯊꯥꯗꯗꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯇꯥꯏꯃꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯗꯖꯁꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯈꯤ ꯃꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯣꯜ ꯖꯤꯔꯤꯕꯥꯝ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯦꯠ ꯑꯦꯁꯣꯁꯤꯌꯦꯁꯟꯅ ꯈꯔꯅꯤ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯥꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯜ ꯖꯤꯔꯤꯕꯥꯝ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯣꯔꯠ ꯑꯦꯁꯣꯁꯤꯌꯦꯁꯟꯅꯁꯨ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯜ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯥꯟꯅ ꯈꯣꯠꯅꯕꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯟꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒ ꯇꯥꯏ ꯑꯞ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯇꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒ ꯄꯨꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯖꯤꯔꯤꯕꯥꯝꯗ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯀꯦꯠ ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯥꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯈꯔꯅꯤ ꯆꯠꯊꯈꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯒꯦꯞ ꯈꯔ ꯂꯩꯔꯨꯔꯦ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯧꯒꯗꯕꯁꯨ ꯀꯣꯔꯣꯅꯥꯒꯤ ꯄꯦꯟꯗꯥꯃꯤꯛ ꯂꯩꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯝꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ
Panthogi Liklam, a short Manipuri film produced by Suraj Khongban Tabam, has won a national award. Film Forum Manipur felicitated delegates of Golden Cinema of Manipur at IFFI Goa 2022 and outstanding achievers during a glittering function at MSFDA's auditorium in Imphal yesterday. Suraj Khongban Tabam was honored on the occasion. Wangkai MLA Thangjam Arun Kumar, legendary filmmaker Aribam Sham Sharma, and MSFA Lifetime Achievement Awardee Yenkom Aroma shared the dice at the event. The award-winning Manipuri short film Panthogi Liklam is directed by Rakesh Moirangtham and the leading actor is Tonthoi Leshangtham. Tensions resume along Assam-Meghalaya border after miscreants destroyed an under-constructed road in West Anglong today. The incident came to light when part of the under-construction Umfalafar Habang Road in Jatalong in West Karbi Anglong was found damaged, while culvert wells, concrete poles and mileposts were uprooted and destroyed, as per a media report. Some Khasi criminals allegedly attacked the workers' camp of the road that was still under construction, according to locals. In the meantime, the police from both states have arrived at the scene to assess the situation and have discussed it with the locals. The criminals and those involved have been warned by the Meghalaya police not to impede Assam's development efforts. In connection with the Mukro firing incident that occurred a month ago, a single-person committee of inquiry was established earlier today, that is December 27th. Rumi Kumari Pukhan, a retired judge from the Guwahati High Court, will lead the investigation. The Power Ministry signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with the Defence Research and Development Organization DRDO for the implementation of an early warning system for vulnerable hydro projects or power stations. The MOU was signed by Secretary, Ministry of Power Alok Kumar and Department of Defence R&D and Chairman DRDO Dr. Samir V. Kamat. The Ministry of Power and DRDO will jointly work towards developing suitable mitigation measures against avalanches, landslides, glaciers, glacial lakes and other geohazards. The minister said that the expertise of DRDO will also be utilized in developing comprehensive early warning system for vulnerable hydro projects or power stations in hilly regions. Separate and specific tasks will be formulated between DRDO and respective project developers in agreement with the broad understanding developed through this MOU. The ministry has taken the initiative of implementing early warning system in the hydropower projects, especially those located in upper reaches of hilly regions, under the leadership of Union Minister of Power and NRE R.K. Singh. The EWS is an integrated system of hazard monitoring, forecasting and prediction, disaster risk assessment, communication and preparedness for timely action to reduce disaster risks in advance of hazardous events. The ministry has already signed MOUs with CSIR, NGRI, IMD, WIGH and NRSC, ISRO, ISRO for implementation of EWS. Now let's take the sports news. In archery, 2-day-long 5th Kid and 14 Mini State Archery Championship held at Khomwan Lampak Archery Field came to an end today. The championship was organized by Manipur Archery Association under the sponsorship of 9th IRB Mahila Battalion, Kumal Lampak. Altogether, 151 archers, including 92 boys and 59 girls of 13 units under Manipur Archery Association, participated in the championship. KMAC backed the overall team champion trophy by securing 6 gold medals, 2 silver and 2 bronze medals each, while VAA Kongpal secured the runners-up title by clinching 4 gold medals, 3 silver and 3 bronze medals. Commandant of 9th IRC Mahila Battalion, Krishnam Sharma, President of Manipur Archery Association, Bijayan Kumar Sharma, and 9th IRB Subedar, P. Noran, were present at the closing event. The final match of the 18 state-level women and 6th junior boys polo tournament, scheduled to be held tomorrow, has been postponed to 4th January 2023. A press release from All Manipur Polo Association AMPA said that the decision was taken due to inclement weather conditions. Meanwhile, the association also condoled the untimely demise of former life member of the association, Junkam Birendra. East Bengal FC scored 2 goals against Jamshedpur FC to win today's Group D match of the ongoing Hero Under-17 Youth Cup at Artificial Turf Football Ground, Sai NERC Takil. The tournament is organized by All India Football Federation. For the winners, Devojit Roy and Rakesh Mali of East Bengal scored the winning goals at 16th and 75th minutes respectively. Meanwhile, the second match between Shillong Lanjong FC and Guwahati Town Club resulted in 1-1 draw. Virgilis Shaila scored 1 goal for Shillong Lanjong at 74th minute, while Paraj Thapa scored 1 goal for Guwahati Town Club at 90th minute of the match. There will be no match tomorrow. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Thoubal District Police Commandos arrest man with 2 kg brown sugar at Moijing Wangmataba area in Thoubal District. All Manipur Health Services Doctors Association suspends proposed 2-day OPD closure strike temporarily after government assurance. Severe hailstorm hits several places in Assam's Dibrugarh, damaged over 200 houses. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's brother Prahlad Modi and family members injured in car accident near Mysuru. And death toll rises after blizzard of the century blankets United States. Officials in hard-hit New York State area says situation remains dangerous as crews work to rescue people, clear roads. Well, that's all we have today. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Manipuri Primetime Bulletin. Until then, good night and stay warm.